Here's my 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The U.S. Bureau of Justice stated that 16% of the inmates in prison were mentally ill. The National Association for Mental Illness defines mental illness as a medical condition that disrupts a person's thinking, feeling, mood, ability to communicate, or ability to relate, and daily functioning. Some serious conditions are major depressive, bipolar, schizophrenia, OCD, and PTSD. Mental illness is able to affect anyone, no matter your race, age, or gender. Between 1982 and 2001, hospital beds available for the mentally ill decreased by over 70%. This leads to less treatment and more incarceration of the mentally ill. Many are not given proper testing before their conviction of their crime, unless they plead insanity, which most defense lawyers don't because it's not a strong case for the person who's being convicted. And if they don't plea, then that means they don't get they get less treatment. Because if they plea, then there's testing done to establish how they're mentally ill or what illness they have. Filling prisons with people who are mentally ill with no treatment is cruel. These people have an ailment, whether, if you have a physical ailment, you go to the doctor and you get, they treat you. But if you go to prison and you have a mental illness, it's not as prominent to most people because you committed a crime, so they don't get treatment. They could be receiving treatment and be productive people in society. Rather than spending tax dollars to keep them locked up, we could use tax dollars to help them get treatment. Some issues with prison and the mentally ill are overcrowding of prisons due to incarcerating the mentally ill instead of giving them treatment. The safety of other prisoners is also at risk when you have an untreated patient in prison because they could be unpredictable or violent without treatment. The inmates do not receive proper care in prison due to them not being equipped to handle the mentally ill. Most people in prison would go to the therapist to get Xanax or something for anxiety, and they don't really treat major mental illnesses in prison. Prison is not the same as a psychiatric hospital. Like I just said, it's not focused. It's not one-on-one. It's more general. It's not specialized just for someone with a major mental illness. Just because a person committed a crime does not mean that they aren't entitled to proper medical care, whether it's physical or mental.
Amen.
I think we need more awareness on this issue because it is exponentially increasing and will only increase over the years. Thank you.
That